As you guys can tell, it's going to be a lot different compared to my other videos. But because I became a new plant mom last year during the pandemic, I fell in love with and overall just loving plants and how to care for them. I've done a lot of research and reading on these plants, but I just wanted to bring you along. So I'm going to start a playlist on plants, and I'm not a pro at this. Like I said, I became a plant mom last year, but just subscribe so we can learn and grow together. And so yeah, so let's just go ahead and get started, and I'm going to show you a full run through on my indoor house plants. All right, so this is all the plants that I have in my bedroom. So starting on the left side of the bedroom, first we have here is a pothos or pothos, and I love this plant just because this leaf is huge, and it's always putting out new growth as well. Very easy to care for plant. Well, next door to her neighbor is Monstera Deliciosa, and this is also a Swiss cheese plant. And as you guys can tell, because of the look like of a Swiss cheese plant, which is pretty unique to me. I actually love this plant. And then next here is we have the Hoya Carnosa Splash. And as you guys can tell why her name is a Splash, because it looks like she has like a splash of paint or some sort on her leaf, and it's just a very thick feel to her leaf, and seem really happy here. So they're going to continue to live here. But so yeah, so that is what I have on my left side of the bedroom. All right, so starting with the top one first, that one is a pothos. And then to the bottom of her, that is a zebra plant. And as for this plant, it's very hard to care for, in my opinion, at least in my care, because I am an underwater waterer, and sometimes I forget to water her. And she always, like, because I forget, she has like brown tips on her leaves, and I have to go and like trim it. And then next to her on that side is a prayer plant Maranta, and I love this plant. She's a little bit more easier to care for, in my opinion, compared to the zebra plant, just because I don't know, like I said, I forget, and her leaves don't turn brown or anything like that. She's always putting out new growth. Love the texture, the color of this plant. Underneath the leaf is like a maroonish purplish looking color. Very gorgeous plant. The bottom here is a peace lily, and she was flowering, but I should have recorded sooner when she was thriving beautifully. She had her flowers in, and but yeah, so that is a peace lily that I have in my room. All right, so now moving on into the kitchen. So right here, this is the propagation station, I like to call it. So starting on this side, I have a propagated Monstera Deliciosa, and her roots are also coming in. And then next to that one is a neon pothos. That one is a purple flush. Very gorgeous plant. Is a turtle vine. Excuse the mess, you guys. Here I have some propagated pothos as well. So many roots happening in there. And then on to angel wings. It's a caladium pink splash. It is coming out with new growth, and look at this, you guys. Like, it is coming through, and it is just very gorgeous. I can't wait to receive more of some of that pink going on. And then on to the next one, we have a parlor palm that I have propagated in here. There goes some roots as well. Next to it is a pearls and jade pothos. That one is a nerve plant. It's a pink angel, as you guys can see why it gets its name. And then here is a propagated Tradescantia, which she has roots in there going in there too. And then here in these Coke bottles, on this one, it is a heartleaf philodendron, which she is also coming out with a new leaf there. She also has roots. Silver leaf, it's also a Tradescantia. And as you guys can tell why she also gets her name, she has a silver light in her leaf, which is just very, very gorgeous. And then next to her, it is a Sansevieria, also known as a mother-in-law's tongue, which I really don't like to call her like that. It's just a little bit awkward, so I just say a snake plant, or Sansevieria is fine as well. This is an old lady cactus. And next to that one is a aloe vera, which unfortunately I dropped her and she broke, and so I'm just going to propagate the pieces that fell out of her, and I just put it in soil and try not to water it as much. And then next to that is a hedgehog cactus. And then next to that one is also another Tradescantia. I just want to propagate all those if I can, because they are just gorgeous. Because it's silver on the top, and then on the bottom it has like this purple, beautiful looking color. The texture is amazing. I just love that plant. And then here I have a pothos, and I put that in soil. See how that one does in soil. Don't mind that. And then next is a asparagus fern. And then next to that one is a silver jade. And she's doing okay, I guess. She's dying, but that right there is actually new growth. And then here is, I have a Swedish ivy, which is just, she's trailing everywhere. She smells amazing, and she's just like very easy to propagate as well. And then next to that one is a bunny ear cactus. Next, all I have here next to my sink is a Hoya Carnosa, and this is the Crimson Queen one. And then on the bottom, actually on my sink, is a Syngonium Berry Illusion. Very, very gorgeous plant. I love a Syngonium. I'm actually have a Syngonium on my wish plant, which is the pink one. I really, really want the pink one with that white variegation on there as well. And this one grows pretty fast too. This one is coming out with a new leaf, and look how gorgeous that is. The top shelf is a Arabia coffee. It is a coffee plant. And then moving on to the next one, actually here is the tag that I never removed. I actually purchased this at Lowe's, and no, it is not sponsored, but most of the time I do keep the tags just for my memory, because I do forget a lot of things, and the plants is one of the things I do not want to forget. I want to learn each one individually for their care. To that one, it is a Dracaena corn plant. Okay, and then next on to the other side, it is a Croton, and this is a, I believe, the goat dust one. As you guys can see why it's called goat dust. Hedera helix, also known as a common ivy. Gorgeous. Another Dracaena corn plant. Now this one is the striped one. This one is always drying out. I have no idea why. I water it as much as I can. I don't know what's her problem, but she's always drying out on me. It's a Dieffenbachia. Well, here's the name tag. It's beautiful. Sansevieria Larianti or Larianti. I'm not sure how to say it, but it's also known as a mother-in-law's tongue, which I don't like to say, so her name is Lauren. So this is the overview of my living room of all my plants. And this is the north facing windows, and this side is the south facing window, which only receives morning sun. Okay, so starting on this side first is I have a fiddle leaf fig here. And then next to her on this side is a Pachyra aquatica. Well, it's a money tree. And then on top of my humidifier, it's a rabbit's foot fern. She is also dying out. Next is a Ficus elastica, also known as a rubber plant. And next to her is a ZZ plant, which I got her as a baby, but she just keeps thriving as well. And excuse the plant shelving, I know it's dirty, I need to clean it. In the middle shelf, we're gonna start in the back, and in the back we have a Maranta prayer plant. She actually has a new growth coming in, so excited. And next to her, it is a Alocasia amazonica, also known as a poly, or a elephant's ear, I believe. I just love this plant, the texture of this leaf. I just love this plant, it's gorgeous. Okay, next to that one, it is a pothos, golden pothos. And this one is a polka dot plant. And it has like pink polka dots on there, which is really very, very cute. And then here is my velvet philodendrons, also known as micans. When I found these, I was so happy and excited to get not only one but three for $6 each on Etsy. And look at the new growth on there, you guys. Tell me that ain't gorgeous. Amazing. And then just look at the underleaf of this, like, it's just breathtaking. Moving on to the bottom shelf is, again, we're gonna start in the back. So on that one, the back is an Easter cactus, which it'll pull out some pink flowers, which is very, very gorgeous, but because I don't know, we haven't received any like sun or anything, it's been very dark and gloomy, and but she does have new growth, which I am very, very happy. And then moving on to the other side is a Begonia Rex. She's not doing too well, but she's hanging in there. And then next is I have a Lucky Bamboo in water. Next to that one, it is a striped Calathea, and the stripes are like a pink color. This one is a new growth. This one looks pretty dry, but at least she has a new growth coming in, so she's doing okay. And then this one is a Alocasia black velvet, and this plant is just gorgeous. Just look at that leaf. This one is actually the new leaf. I posted her on my Instagram on how proud and I am of this new leaf here. Like, just look at that. Has that velvet texture to it. I don't know if the camera is picking it up, but it is just very, very gorgeous. Beautiful. And this one's like an older leaf, as you guys can tell, like the difference. More like a black dark color of a green. Still very, very gorgeous. And then next to that one, it is a Peperomia jelly plant. Next is a African violet. These do flower, but I don't know, I've been having trouble for them to flower. I'm not sure if it's just the lighting right now. I do have my curtains open, but they haven't pulled out any flowers. So actually I just love it because of how thick the leaf is, the texture. And then here is a Peperomia caparata, I believe. It's also known as a Peperomia frost. And then next is a Hoya Carnosa compacta, also known as a Hindu robe. And excuse that hair. And this one, it is a slow grower. I think she hasn't gave me anything new. It looks like you know what tripas are? That's what this reminds me of. Chris always says son tripas. Okay, on the next one is just also another African violet. And then next to that, on my front door entrance, I have mini Monstera Deliciosa, and I just have her staked up because I have so many Monsteras that not only do I want some that trail, but I also want that go up because I heard when you stake them and they grow bigger leaves. So I want to see how she does with that. Like, that is big, that is gorgeous. And then on the other side, I have another Sansevieria. It's a snake plant. All right, so now moving on to the hanging plants is this one is a Monstera Addisonii, and I got her when she looks a little bit bald, but that is why I'm propagating her, because whatever I propagate, I want to repot it into this pot because I want a more fuller plant. Very, very gorgeous plant. Next to her is a Rex Begonia Vine, also known as a Cissus discolor. And this is just a very, very gorgeous plant. Those white spots on there, it doesn't belong there. I was actually painting my living room and a little bit of paint got on there, but I did not want to like scrub her or anything, like harm her leaves, so I just left her alone. And she just keeps growing as well. Very, very beautiful, and she's trailing gorgeous. Like, just look at the back of the leaves of this. It's like green velvety texture in the front, and then in the back she has these purple, I don't know, color in the back. It's just very, very gorgeous. I love this plant. And then next to her is a heartleaf philodendron lemon lime, and this one keeps growing as well, as you guys can tell on the vine of this. So very happy, and I cannot wait to have like more trailing plants here, because the goal here is to get rid of the curtains and use my plants as curtains, you know. And then next to her is a, oh, this one is also a heart leaf philodendron, but this one is a Brazil, just because look at that leaf. Like, look how big and gorgeous this one is as well. I just love how it has like a line through this, the color of like a darker green also with the lime green in there. The heart-shaped leaf is just really, really beautiful. And then next to that plant is a Scindapsus pictus, and it's also known as a satin pothos. And there's a new growth. She just keeps growing too as well. Oh, beautiful. Where the hanging plants are, now we're on the bottom, like the corner. And on this side here first is that is a Monstera Deliciosa, which look at that big old huge leaf here. Like, isn't that gorgeous? Like, you can't tell me that is beautiful. I love the split on that leaf. Like, oh, I'm so in love. And it has a new growth here. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I cannot wait. That is just gorgeous. I love it. And then here is a peace lily that I have. And then next to her on this side is a white bird of paradise. And she also has a new leaf coming through here. My goal here for this plant is, because they do flower, I would love to see this one flower as well. And just look at that leaf. Like, I love me a big leaf. And what I have here on my TV console here, I have a mini Monstera Deliciosa as well, and she just keeps on thriving. Like, that is a new leaf right there. Gorgeous, gorgeous plant. So you guys can tell how shiny it is. That is new. I also have her here on a pebble tray just to add humidity for her. And then here on the bottom, don't mind that nastiness, it's just from the water, is a Cebu Blue Pothos. And I don't know what is going on, like every leaf is turning yellow. So if you have any like suggestions on what I should do for this plant, please let me know so that way I can help her to keep growing and thriving. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with her. That's how she looks. And this is my first Cebu Blue, and it was so hard for me to find. All right, and then this one, it is a Brazil. It's also a heartleaf philodendron, and it's just, I wanted to propagate her in soil. I just like to try to see which way works faster, in soil or in water. It's doing really, really good. Like, as you guys can see, she has new growth coming in. And then here is also another Monstera Deliciosa. And let me pull back so you guys can see how big she's getting. Like, look at this leaf. Soon I'm gonna have to move her from here because she always covers up the TV, which Chris hates, but I like to look at them, so she's gonna stay here. And then here is some new growth. Keep on growing, girl. All right, so on my coffee table, I have a string of hearts, which she did not have any of this whatsoever. So I'm a very proud plant mom here because all this is new to me. This one, when I first got her, she only had like her little patch up here. But look at this. She just keeps on growing. And she actually has like new growth in there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but all this is new, which I'm very happy and proud of her. You can tell why she has the name of string of hearts, because her leaves are shaped as hearts. And then to the bottom here is I have a pearls, which I think I overwatered her because this is actually my daughter's, and she didn't let me know she watered it, and I didn't let her know when I had watered it, because actually we would bottom water this plant. It was really hard to tell that when we watered her. She did flower though still, which is very impressive. One is a string of turtles. I can't wait till she gets like that. It will be so cute. All right, so now we are in the bathroom. Sorry if I'm a little echoing here. I can't help it. That's just how it sounds in here. So I just have this plant here, also the one on the top, and I'll just give you a closer look on each plant. So we're gonna start on this side. So here is a pothos. She's doing very. And this plant is a peace lily. This one I can actually show you how well she is doing. She is very happy in here in the bathroom. As you guys can tell, like she has her flowering there, just gorgeous. Now she doesn't only just have one, she has two, and this one looks like it just popped out. Very beautiful in here. Right here is we have another heartleaf philodendron. The bottom, it is a Tradescantia silver inch plant, which I showed you before and told you about her. And I have her here in the restroom, which I didn't think she was gonna do too well, but she is doing really good. She seems happy here.